everyone. Hey, welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And please help me welcome Aley from Heart and Soul Connected.
Yeah, we're the two heart-centered sisters.
Yes, very much. Yes.
Yeah.
And welcome to Letting Spirit Drive. So Aley and I are going to sit back, and we're going to let Spirit take over the show.
Yeah. I'm going to watch my clock and see,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, there was really
come on in anytime.
It's funny because there's a book I read many years ago, Tuesdays with Maury, and I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it was a while ago. But he said one day he with the professor went into class and he didn't say anything to anybody, and he was standing up in front of the class, sitting at a desk, and he just was, hanging out, not saying anything, and nobody said anything.
I know.
And he said, "What's going on here?" And everybody said, "Oh, they were so uncomfortable with the silence." And that's very true of a lot of folk,
Yes.
that they have to come home, turn the TV on, turn the radio on, turn the whatever, and not be in the stillness, I guess. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that, it's like the need to fill the empty space with something, anything. So.
Yeah, because it's too awkward to, and when I met Keith, he and I, what I really loved about when we first met was he liked to read, I like to read, and we would sit in bed reading and never say a word to each other and have a great time. So that was a nice feeling. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And there's, you can do that with some people where you can have a whole conversation without having said a word.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
You're right, Marina. You're right. Yeah.
Totally.
And we girls know that more than anybody, because we can look across the room if we're in an uncomfortable situation and look at each other, and that's like 1,000 words.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So quickly, just going to say hello to Chris Cassidy, Amanda Carroll, Charlie Seasage, Mary Hernandez Walker, Lisa Foster, Kimberly Nouse, H. Harrison, Becky Stone, Barbara Nesper, Linda Kennedy. They are Narcissus, Dawn Turner, hello, and Marby Gangora. And we've got Denise Fletcher, Innocent Potato, Tiny Buddy, AZ is happy. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm going to do the housekeeping out of the way right away so that I don't forget, because I do forget. So don't forget to please hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to go over to Aley's channel, Heart and Soul Connected, and make sure that you like, share, and subscribe on her channel and watch her contest, because she does some great shows. We both do private readings.
Yeah.
We have classes. So if whatever you're looking for, we got it. It's kind of like the old Kmart, right? Whatever you're looking for.
Blue light special on. I have to say this because Marina will probably have a show, but Marina's over 5,000 subscribers, and God bless her, and congratulations, Marina. Yeah.
Thank you. I am beyond thrilled.
Oh yeah.
And I was laying in bed last night thinking about it, and I thought, I remember like running up to my son saying, "I've got 19 subscribers."
I know.
19.
I know.
and I was thrilled. And the idea of seeing other people who were at 3, 4, 5, 10,000, it was like, oh.
I know. A hard mountain to climb. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And it can be. It can be a hard.
It can be, but it's if it wasn't for the wonderful people who come into the chat and who contribute, who encourage each other, this is a fabulous community to belong to.
It really is.
And it's a great time to belong to the community too. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Interplanet Janet, hello, Ross, come in. and CJ, Janet
Mhm.
P.
Dawn, I think that Marina reached over 5,000 just this weekend when she was on with Linda. That was a good boost for her. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Rose Blue.
Yeah, it was. It was, and I was telling Aley backstage that one of the other things that happened was, yes, I got several readings that were booked as a result of it, and one of the readings I've already done, and that person has booked another reading later on this week. So, you know,
Perfect. Yeah,
it's fabulous
perfect.
when that happens. So.
Oh yeah. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Sharon,
Yeah,
stranger in the
Sharon's here.
room. Look at that.
I
Yeah.
know. It's nice to see you. And
Yes.
Jeannie Cavanaugh is here, and
Oh,
Joan
hey,
Baker,
Jean. Oh, hey,
Carolyn and Peter. Nice to see
hello,
you
you
guys. Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chris, that's one of Linda's
It
superpowers.
is. It is.
Absolutely.
She's helped all of us a great deal,
Yes, she
really.
has.
Yep.
Yes, she
Yeah.
certainly has. And for those of you that are interested, the next Shine Your Light event is going to be on my channel on Saturday, January 25th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And excuse me, Linda G is going to be joining us on that on that event as well. And we're also going to be joined by Jennifer Lisa Best, who is she's one of the dreaming women. She's a published author, an international speaker. She's a medical intuitive, psychic. Her energy is just absolutely fabulous. So she's going to be doing a presentation on the dreaming woman. So I'll have her and Linda on at the same time.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they'll
Meet
be
each
able to
other.
kind of
Mhm.
go back
Mhm.
and forth. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
And someone had asked in one of the shows earlier, I don't know, maybe it was Thursday, Friday, whatever, about the Shine Your Light event. And someone commented, oh, I wish that you had teddy bears. And I thought, you know what? Seems to me that I do remember something on being available that is a teddy bear with a t-shirt that you can have anything on it. So after that show, I went and double checked, and sure enough,
Good.
I'm
Good.
going to post it here for you guys if you're interested in getting your own. There you go.
Okay.
You can get that info on my YouTube page as well. Yeah, and they have several. There's like a panda bear. There's a teddy bear. There's something else, and yeah, it could. They have little T-shirts that say "Shine Your Light"
Oh, I
together.
love that.
Yeah,
That's so
and
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I ordered one so that I'll be able to show it
Yeah.
once it arrives. So
Awesome.
there
Awesome.
you
Awesome.
go. And
Yeah.
so what, Aley, you've been busy. You had a great show this afternoon.
I had a great show with Corinne, who is
Mhm.
taking classes with Val and myself. And she is, if you get a chance, she also has a website. She doesn't have a channel, but she has a website. She does all kinds of things. Then I was with Terry Lee, Pure Visionary. I haven't been with Terry Lee forever. We were supposed to meet the week that we had that bomb cyclone. And
Oh,
so, yeah, so we had to redo it. And so we had a good time together today, too.
oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. And
Mhm.
you've got we're doing Sisters on Wednesday.
Right. Yep.
And what else have you got that's going on this week that we can
Tuesday is our dream show. It starts at 6 o'clock Pacific, and we've really grown a lot. We've grown
Yes.
exponentially. A lot of people are talking about their dreams. Thursday, I have a meeting with the mediums that I do every week, and the angel readings with Kim and Kelly and Alice.
Oh, perfect.
And yeah, I'm trying to just at least do one a day if I can possibly do one a day, but
Yes.
not. Oh, and I'm going to be on with Sylvia. as well.
Oh,
Yes, tomorrow,
oh,
actually, on her channel.
lo-
We're going to talking
lovely.
about ETs. We're going to talk about
Oh,
ETs. Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I'm going to do my
Mm-hmm.
best to try to tune in to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always interested about our brethren that are
From the sky.
from the sky. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the ones who are looking down going, "Oh my God, can you believe this? Look,
Yeah.
look what they're doing next."
I think
Yeah,
everybody knows that Val is on vacation, and so
yeah,
she's not going to be with us tomorrow. But she and Marina did do a taping, right, for
we did.
Thursday. Good.
We did. Yeah,
Yeah.
for Thursday. So yeah,
Yeah.
we will be with that without Val on Wednesday, but I'm sure that she is enjoying the
Oh
sunshine
yeah.
surf down in
And we
Cancun.
don't have a problem with it because we'd
No,
all be feeling the same way.
exactly. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've done all that kind of stuff. Oh, yes, look into membership, you guys. If you if you'd like to support our channels and just get something that's a little extra, okay? When you become a member of the channel, it's a monthly subscription, but there are things that go along with it. For instance, one of the things that my members get every Sunday is I will put out a short little video, and it's called The Week Ahead.
Oh, good
And
for you, Marina.
it's to
Yeah.
give everyone an idea of, kind of what to look out for, what's coming up this week. And the shite is going to start to hit the fan this week.
Well, it would be nice
It
if it did. I
Yes.
know NATO was in Washington yesterday.
Mhm.
But somebody did that lip read thing, and you
Yes.
know what I got out of it when I watched it? I got that um, Obama is trying to convince the man to stay in NATO. That's kind of what I got, less so than what's going,
Oh,
whatever
could
else
be.
is going down. But still,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
could very well be.
yeah.
The thing is,
Mhm.
if the US gets out of NATO,
Oh,
um,
yeah, yeah.
I think given who may be in charge,
Hmm.
I think the world would go, "Oh, thank God." Because then it would be a case of the world against the US.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when they're
You
talking
have
about
to, we're stupid. The other thing I heard today was that JD has said that some of the criminals in January 6th should not be released.
and yes, and should not be pardoned. I know.
I know.
I
Yeah.
saw that slide and I went, "Oh my
Uh-huh.
goodness."
Yeah.
Because didn't we talk about on Friday that someone had said he had gone in for an operation, and I said, "Oh, was it a spine insertion?" And then all of a sudden he comes up with this. I thought, "Oh my God, maybe they did get a spine inserted into him."
But they're saying that he's feeling very vulnerable and feels like he's going to lose his job and that he might not go to the inauguration. That's a
Mhm.
and
Yes.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. But,
Yeah, it definitely is.
brain surgery, Lisa says brain
Yes, yeah,
surgery.
that too,
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, there's things are happening. Things are starting to kind of
Mhm.
get going. Is Mar-a-Lago on lockdown? People say that's unusual.
Oh, it is?
Well, could be.
Well,
It
I
could
know that
be.
congressmen just left there. So they had like everybody, Republican congressmen, and they went back to do more infighting, is what I read somewhere.
Of
And
course.
Rachel Maddow is going to come back for 100 days, 5 days a week during the first 100 days of Trumpy's.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I
excellent.
read. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, isn't that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All of a sudden my throat. What the
No,
heck?
Marina, this happens every time we're ready to speak.
It does.
Go get yourself a glass of water if you need to. You got one? Okay.
I do have something here, so I'm
Okay.
going to take.
Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. And it is interesting. Marina has said this before, that when she starts to give her stuff, she gets the closing of the throat. The throat chakra is.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Mary Thornberry. Bannon is fighting with Elon. He wants him kicked out before the inauguration. So it's either Stevie Three Shirts or Butthead.
Oh.
Oh, hi, Michelle. It's good to see you, dear.
Yeah. And yes, it's a full moon tonight.
Mm-hmm. In Cancer.
So yes. Yeah, this is the time to you can put your crystals, your cards, anything that you want to kind of cleanse, put them in the moonlight. And that will help.
All your fan pictures of the former guy, you can put those out to cleanse them as well.
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So set your intention on what it is that you want to manifest and so on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And yes, Linda, I actually got a recipe that I heard about online, and it's really good. It's pineapple juice, ginger.
Ooh.
Oh, and I think there's a couple other ingredients that go into it. And it's just it's a small drink, and you mix it up and you drink it, especially when if you've got a lot of like phlegm or congestion or things in your it really helps
cut through that. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I did read that they want everybody to boycott social media. And I think it's for Monday, but it could be even like sign out of any social media you have. That's what they're saying. So if you have Facebook, Twitter, or X, or whatever it is, Instagram, Threads, all of them. And so we're pulling out. That's going to be a pretty big precipitous drop of who's watching. So
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Patty D says, will Trump use his own Bible for the inauguration? Oh, I'm sure he will. You know how fond he is of the Bible.
You mean Mein Kampf? I mean,
well, yeah. Yes.
Oh my God. We got trust the process. Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
Wow. He's got that one he holds upside down in front of the church. Maybe he'll see if he can borrow that one again.
There you go. And and since Melania likes to hold funeral programs upside down, they're very well suited to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And will he? Yes, actually, yeah. And he's going to tell people that was the Bible, that God himself came down and blessed.
That's right. That's right.
Autographed.
And he's going to sign it for us, for them. Yeah. Going to sign it. Yeah.
Yeah. And for a small fee. $79.99. Okay, only $79.99.
As a matter of fact, I'll throw in some gold sneakers if you want those too. Just give me another $200 or $300 in that. We'll call it even. Yes, yes, Anya, you spent the same. Ketchup stains.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lisa Foster says no one sees him getting inaugurated. Why?
You know what I was thinking, Lisa?
What?
No one's going to watch it. And so if you don't watch it, you don't see it. And nobody wants to listen to all of his rhetoric that Stephen Miller wrote. So, I mean, I would love it if it was a different reason. I'll accept that different reason as well.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to have anything else on at that time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, Suzanne. And hold on. We have what is it? And Dawn says, so what do we bet he will charge the country for the Bible? Oh, you know he will. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
if
Yeah.
if he has to buy a Bible, because let's face it, that family doesn't have a Bible.
Mhm.
Yeah, if he has to buy one, yes, he will. He
Yep.
will expense it, of course,
You will. Yep.
of
Yeah, it's
course.
a funeral day, Chris says. Yep. And Musk said he has the original Bible. Oh, you mean the one that Jesus wrote? No.
Yes, that one, that one. Um,
Oh, Lord.
what was? Oh, I was just something popped
Mhm.
into my head as I was watching the. Oh, our one of our past prime ministers, Jean Chrétien,
Mhm.
who turned 91 just in
Ooh.
the last few days,
Uh-huh.
um, was interviewed on TV, on one of the Canadian news channels, and it was and he also wrote an open letter to the Canadian Globe and Mail, which was featured today on Midas Touch.
Oh.
And basically, what Chrétien said to Donald Trump was, "Take your head out of your ass."
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada is never going to be part of the US.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, uh, yeah, he just, it was a very nicely worded kind of, just who do you think you are, dude?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
thing. And
Well,
so,
I heard he backed way down once we all said, "Oh, we'll just" what Marie said, was it what what is that her name? The Green Party lady? Once she said that, yeah,
Elizabeth
yeah,
May. Yes.
Elizabeth, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And Justin Trudeau had also mentioned on one of the shows he did with Jen Psaki that she said, "Really? Did you guys talk about this?
Mhm.
Canada." And he said, "Well, he brought it up, and I just kind of said, well, okay, what about Washington, Oregon, New Hampshire? What about, why don't we
Yeah.
just we can do an exchange. We'll just take those." And
Yeah.
oh, and he quickly changed the subject. Of
Yeah.
course he
Yeah.
would.
Of course he
Of
would.
course he
Of
would.
course he would, yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So you bring up the age 91. And the Senate leader that's the third, Patty Murray, used to be my state senator, and she used to
Mhm.
be third in line to the presidency. But
Mhm.
now it's Chuck Grassley, and he's
I know.
91.
Chuck Grassley. Well, 91, my goodness, when it comes
I
to
know.
Republican, 91 is a young man.
Well,
If he was a
except
Democrat,
Joe Biden, except,
except
if
Joe
it's a
Biden.
Democrat. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Republicans can go on forever and ever and ever, and Democrats should quit at 29. That's it, 29. So, um,
Oh my
and
God. Yeah.
Panama took, oh, wait a minute. Rose Blue says Panama took DJT Hotel there for back
He
taxes.
did. They did. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Um,
lovely. I love
I
it.
know. I do. And Eileen
Um,
Cannon actually said that they can release Jack
that's
Smith.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
Not that she
that's
has
what it
really
was.
anything to do with it. I don't even know why it was ever considered. But Clarence did say that if they're going to release it tonight at 11 o'clock, Clarence, I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, that would
Grassley's
be great.
91, Clarence. Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know, Michelle, I know that you made a couple comments and I've missed them, and
Mhm.
I can't go back, but
No,
thank you,
you
thank
can't?
you.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I could scroll, but then,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
lo
doing my job as I'm
Oh, no,
scrolling up
she says,
here.
"We moved on so we could be a support. The next eclipse has hit the third house of journalism and foreign allies for the next 18 months. Trump's going to take office and we're not fans. She's in mourning." That's what she says. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that anyone I don't think
Mhm.
that anyone is going to be overly excited, you know, it's like they'll probably have to pay people to stand on the street with the flag going, yay.
Oh, you know they will. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's because that's how he gets his crowds. He pays people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, totally.
Mhm.
And how will Congress react tomorrow to the January 6th report?
Oh my God.
Yeah. How are they going to react? Well, it was a total witch hunt. You know, it was a total witch
It was a dimensional shift.
hunt.
They went back to 2D.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh,
It is
God.
going to throw
Fuel for the
fuel on
fire.
the fire.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that what it's going to do is those those who are in Trump's corner are going to be very quiet, and
Mhm.
those who are not in his corner are going to be up for yeah, they're going to be up for a fight. Because here's the thing, and tell me if I'm wrong in this, but if Trump doesn't get inaugurated, if for some reason he does not get inaugurated,
Mhm.
um, and something happens to him where he is somehow incapacitated,
Mhm.
then JD can't take over because they were never inaugurated. Am I right in
Right.
that?
Right. That's correct. But if they get inaugurated, all bets are off. The other thing I liked was he quit his Senate job. I think it was Saturday night. And I thought, wow, isn't that something? Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. So he could be out. He could be out. But you know who went to see Trump at Mar-a-Lago, I guess, this weekend was John Fetterman, which really upsets me because, we thought he was better than that. So guess not. Guess not. You just don't know anymore.
That's
Yeah.
just it. And it's funny, Aley, because I said not too long ago that yeah, when this stuff starts to come down, it's going to be shocking
Mhm.
because we're going to be surprised at some of the people that are involved. And I
Yeah,
specifically said at that point, it's not just Republicans, it'll be Democrats. We're going
it
to
will
be
be.
shocked at the people that are
Yeah,
going to
because
emerge
it's all
as
about this. That's all it
yes,
is, always.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm shocked with Fetterman, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like,
Sometimes,
okay,
yeah. Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
yeah, all of
Yeah.
you stand up and be counted. Stand
Yeah.
up and be counted.
They're all doing backward stuff. Leah Salva says, "Do you think the report will expose the members who facilitated January 6th?" I think so. I think so.
Mhm.
I don't know that it will do anything though, but they needed to get it out before he was inaugurated because if they
Yes.
didn't, it would never come out unless it was later on when it was, what is it that reporters can pay for? Of course, he probably stopped that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The Freedom of
Freedom
Information.
of
Yeah,
Information Act. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm.
The will it expose members? Yeah, I get Sprout. It's
Uh-huh.
going to start. It's going to start. It is going to plant the seeds, and
Mhm.
we're going to see a lot of people um, who might all of a sudden decide that maybe they need to spend more time with the family.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm
I get water
oh,
has memory. So
yes,
yes.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It will fill in all the crevices,
That's right,
and
Suzanne. Your premiere went there, didn't she? Yeah.
yes, yes, she did, Danielle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not happy with that. Mind you, she is Danielle Smith. Um, she's not my favorite. I did not
Mhm.
vote for her. I do not support any of the things that she believes in. She can talk a good game. She convinced a lot of people that she had everyone's best interest at heart. She
Yeah.
really didn't. She's making changes that people have said before she was elected that they did not want.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm. Yeah.
yes, yes, she is absolutely one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We've
yes,
uh,
she is.
we've got it today also, I guess, it came out in the news that Weiss, who was the Hunter Biden counsel, slamming Biden for doing what he did and saying that he had no right to do it and blah, blah, blah. And that, he was, and I'm thinking to myself, your buddy does all kinds of things like that. And nobody says a word. Nobody says a word.
No,
Yep.
I don't think that any of them either know what hypocrisy or irony means. And I don't think that they know where to look it up in the dictionary either.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
And will the Bidens attend the inauguration if it happens?
They will. I think they will. They said they would because they're classy.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason. I think that's what the whole problem, and this is just my personal opinion, the whole problem with Joe is that this goes so far against his morals compass and the way that he does things that it's been very hard. And he's still determining whether he's going to pardon people before the fact as well right now. He's going back and forth with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it does go against everything that he believes. And it's sometimes you can't explain to someone from the Biden's age or his era and in the time that he grew up in, that you can't play nice with the bully. The only thing a bully doesn't understand when you sit them down and say, "Now, honey, listen, it's not, it hurts the other person's feelings when you do something like that." But you can't talk to them. It's like trying to win an argument with a drunk. It doesn't happen.
Right.
Sometimes
Absolutely.
the only way to get their attention is to, get face to face and go, "What do you want? You want to go? Let's go."
So I got to tell you guys that I watched a Netflix documentary this weekend. It's about Jerry Springer and the show. And as I'm watching it, I'm becoming more and more clear as to how we ended up the way we did. I really believe it was a precursor because anything goes.
Yes.
It was people that were only in this very limited part of the country that would go on there and pretty much do anything. And it set us up. It set you know who up. Oh, this worked. It worked for Jerry. Why don't we try it? Very sad.
Well,
very sad.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think the reason that his show and shows like his were as popular as they were is because, yes, it made nasty people feel better about their lives.
Yeah, it did.
Say, well, I may be a lot of things, but I didn't marry my sister or I didn't marry my daughter.
I just married my cousin. That's all.
My cousin. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I think that it goes.
You did pay them.
It goes back away.
Yep.
And I have often thought that a lot of a lot of things kind of started to go downhill with Dr. Spock when he wrote his book, Dr. Spock, Spoil the Child, Spare the Rod. Well, there you go. You've got a lot of people who are from that generation who are very concerned about my rights, my wants, my needs. I don't have to pay attention to the law. It doesn't apply to me. I'm special.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Yeah. I know.
Totally. Hello, Jonathan.
How are you doing, Jonathan? Are you enjoying the nice warm weather? I bet you are. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes. And exactly.
Good, Sherry.
Yeah. Worship money.
Yep.
And paying attention to all the things that that really shouldn't be as important to us, right?
Right.
Money comes and goes.
Yep.
At the end of the day, I've never seen a tombstone that said, "Oh my God, he amassed $9 million before he died."
Right.
Nobody talks about that.
Nobody talks about that. That's right.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Or, they say that no one ever says, I wished I'd worked more.
Yes.
But the fact is, I really love the idea of the cemetery, because the cemetery is the great equalizer. You have people that were brilliantly rich and famous and this and that right beside, the homeless guy, whatever.
Yes.
It's all equal.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can't take it with you.
Yeah. True.
So, yeah, I would
Mhm.
much rather hear people say about me some of the things that they said about Jimmy Carter
Oh,
versus
yeah.
some of the things that they are going to say
Yep.
about the dumpster fire. Because let's face it, sooner or later,
Yep.
we're all going to get there. He's
Yeah.
just going to get there a little faster than most of us because he's that much older than most of us.
That's right. That's
So,
right. That's right.
yeah.
Although you almost have to wonder if he's just too nasty to die. There are people that live on, and I just don't know how it happens. Somebody said he's wearing a lot more makeup than he was wearing in the beginning. Yeah.
You know what? Yes, absolutely. I think he does look a little more orange,
Yeah.
and he looks a little more cakey.
Yeah. That's true.
Like,
That's true.
yeah, a
Mm-hmm.
little more powdery and whatnot. He also, one of the other things that I noticed was in the picture that they had up of him with the Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith, and and they had one of the guys from the Dragons Den. I know he's Canadian too, and he is hardcore mega,
Uh-huh.
and his name escapes me. But Trump was in the middle, and honestly, he looked a lot thinner. Like his face, he looked a lot thinner. So
But more gaunt than
yes.
thin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
agree.
yes, yes. Kevin
Yeah.
O'Leary. Thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah.
Oh,
Kevin
yes.
O'Leary.
Yeah. Oh, can you believe what's his name that works with him on that show? He's totally was a Kamala person, and this Kevin is oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very, very much. Very much. So, but I think that he's Kevin O'Leary. I do believe that he is living in the US now. So
Oh.
we'll have
What did
at
he
her. I
do,
don't
Marina? Did he have some kind of a big corporation or something? Or
yeah, he did.
yeah. Okay.
And I'm not exactly sure what he was in, but yeah, he made lots of money in that, and then yeah, he did a lot of investing and so on.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, he was always known as the nasty guy on
Oh, really?
on the
Okay.
Dragon's Den. Yeah, because
Okay.
he was not a nice person. He
Okay.
really wasn't a nice person. I could absolutely understand why he and Trump might be friends.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because,
Yeah. The same ilk. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Absolutely.
same
Wow.
up. So,
Uh,
yeah. Oh, Kimberly Noss says his cotton candy isn't as full either. Yes, I like
that's
that.
great. That's great. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great. Uh-huh.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. I did hear that, Lisa. Lisa P73. They want to talk. Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
I think that not this is just me, and
Mhm.
what do I know? Yeah, you want to tie relief for California to the debt ceiling or getting rid of the debt ceiling? Fine, no problem. California, stop sending money to the federal government to
Yes.
subsidize all the red states.
That's right. And that's exactly what they would shut their mouths so fast. Their
Yes,
heads would
absolutely.
spin. Same with New York, when they're always
Yes,
bitching about New York, and
yes,
Massachusetts and Connecticut are very lucrative places as well. I mean, these
yes,
people are sustaining our country. So,
exactly.
these other people
Exactly.
don't have any idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we don't.
no, they don't. They don't. So
Mhm.
maybe California says, yeah, that check we were supposed to send, it got lost in the mail. I can't, I don't know what to tell you. We'll have to wait for it to come in.
Yeah.
And maybe about the same time that, Canada can say, oh, that power and the gas and everything that you don't need. Yeah, we're
Mhm.
not sending it down anymore.
Yeah, and Colorado hippie, you're right. They wouldn't. They just bitch and moan and
Yeah.
boo-hoo and cry and yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, yeah.
that's what
That's how
that's what happens.
they get what they want. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew
Yeah.
that burn. That's fabulous.
Yes.
And they never really ask for anything. And
No.
they've only been denigrating, the water problem there and all the other. And so I saw Newsom wrote this whole long thing that said that the GOP was saying this, not true. They were saying this, not true. And it went on and
Yes.
on. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, right, Liza, you're right. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
individual taxpayers. Yeah.
Right, but it's collectively California money that does what it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Totally.
lies upon lies. You're right, Mary. You're right.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, you know what?
Mhm,
I think that this over the next little while, and I don't see this as something, that is going to take years and years. I think a lot of people are going to, when it hits their pocketbook, and it
mhm,
will,
mhm.
are going to start to ask questions. They're going to want to know who's responsible,
Yeah, yeah,
who's in charge of your government.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
you got
Mhm.
Republicans are in charge of your government. Go talk to them.
Right, absolutely. The, Mary was in one of my other chats earlier. She said she wanted to make a cake, but the dozen eggs she bought was $6.19. And
Yes.
so, I get that totally too.
Yes.
Even though I wasn't hanging around bitching about the price of eggs because everything was going up, but, um,
Mhm.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy,
and it
crazy.
does. It
Mhm.
does. It's because it's not just one thing that contributes
Right.
to high prices.
Yeah.
The cost of production goes up. The cost to feed the chickens goes up.
Yep.
Equipment replacement. You need to take those eggs and you need to store them in a facility at a certain temperature. Maybe that
Yeah.
cost a lot. Then you put them
Mhm.
on a truck and drive them somewhere. Well, the fuel costs have gone up. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
a penny here, 2 cents here, and it adds up. It adds up.
Yeah. It does add
And
up. You're right.
Michelle says 2 dozen eggs are $1.40 in Mexico.
Half price. You've got, I know you're probably even in a more touristy area, so it would be even cheaper in
Yes.
other parts of Mexico. But you've got all the
Yes.
laborers and that's who they want to pull out of here. So, we're not going to have tomatoes and
Yeah.
we're not going to have guacamole anymore. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. I know what you mean, and I was the last conversation that I had with Michelle, it was like, yeah, and you know what? When you break an egg, um, in Mexico, when you're making bacon and eggs for breakfast, the yolk is kind of a reddish orange, the color it should be. It's not
Mhm.
that pale
Mhm.
yellow, but yeah,
Yeah.
and it tastes
Wow.
so much better.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. And what am I missing? See the future as the whole region subnational.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rose, I worry about all you people in Texas, especially with them now wanting to petition all other states' women's medical records and their health records. And, just and they're also they're talking about covenant marriages where you can't get out of them. It's between a man and a woman, and you just basically are stuck with that person forever. It's just crazy stuff. It's very Gilead. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And you know what happened in that show?
Uh-huh.
Everybody ended up in Canada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We
Uh-huh.
forgot to close our border.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. You were all
Uh-huh.
coming up here. We didn't become part.
Yeah.
You know what? The more that I think about it, the more that I think that is just laughable. I mean, The whole world is laughing at anything and everything that comes out of his mouth because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it's the crazy uncle at the Christmas table talking about crazy things, and you go, oh, geez, oh, God. Yeah, or before you walk in the door, you tell your girlfriend or boyfriend, okay, listen, I got to explain Uncle George, okay? So, yeah, don't pay attention. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it makes Lewis on Christmas Vacation seem normal.
Yes. 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 Totally.
$8 a dozen in California. Arlene, I saw here in Washington that there were some eggs that were $9.99 a dozen, but there were others that were like $4 something, you know. But yeah, maybe they manicured the lawn of the chicken. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them I know we buy our eggs at a farmer's market, and the eggs come from one of the local Hutterite colonies. So we know that they're they're
free range, probably.
Free range, and now we do pay a little more. I think that we probably pay $8 or $9 for 18, because we buy them in a pack of 18. But I don't mind paying a little extra because the eggs are healthy. Right?
And not only that, in America, that $8 is 12, something like that.
Yes.
That we would pay, because the dollar is so, you know, is pretty, I don't know, is it like maybe 20%?
Oh, it's more. I think the exchange rate, I think it's more like 35 cents on the dollar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would cost $1 up here in Canada would cost you probably, for the sake of argument, 70 cents in the US.
Okay. Okay.
So
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So now one of the things that that came to mind earlier today as I was contemplating life, you know, as I sometimes do, was how are the mega going to react when they realize that they've been duped?
I don't know that they will ever realize it.
No?
Honestly. No, because there's so many excuses, and that's just my opinion, of course, but it's like, well, he had to do that because of Joe did this, you know. It's all going to go back to Joe's fault, because that's what they do. Yeah. Even if it's not true. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really silly.
You know, you could be absolutely right about that. But it's
we've been waiting so long for them to wake up. We think, oh, this will do it. This will do it. This will do it. But it's nothing. It doesn't matter what it is. And it's like, we go, oh my God. I mean, we were doing that 6 years ago. We were going, oh no, you know, no, it's all right. Everything's okay. Yeah.
I've kind of been holding out hope, thinking that when their Medicare is cut, or when their Social Security check doesn't arrive, or you know, pension isn't there, and all of a sudden, you know, that there's no money coming in from the government because, you know, your fearless leader took it all. Then what are they going to do? Are they, I mean, yes, they could very easily say, oh yeah, it's all Biden's fault. But they're going to be looking to him to fix it.
Yeah. Well, what I thought was really interesting was back in the day when he was having his rallies, you know, the orange one, somebody said something about some kind of United States event. And then this guy said, yeah, 9/11 was all Obama's fault, and he didn't fix anything, and he didn't do anything. And it's like, Obama wasn't president then. This is what they think. They just have heard this so long. And if you're military, they run Fox News 24/7 in the military
Yes.
bases. So you're
Yes,
just going
I've
to
heard
get that.
that.
You're going to get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have heard
Mm.
that, and
Mm.
it's incredible. It's
Yeah.
incredible, but yeah, okay,
Yeah.
hey, um,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what they want. That's why education is so important. That's why history is so important. That's why
Mhm.
knowing what happens in the world, what has truly happened in the world, not your perception of it,
Right.
not the way that you want to rewrite history to have it be, but what really happened.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
doomed to
Yeah.
repeat it until you get the lesson.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
really think that's why we're sitting where we are.
Hmm.
They used to say never again, never again. And then
Yeah.
there's that saying, first they came for these people and then they came for these people. We're seeing the same thing. And that's why watching that documentary, and I mean, I'd seen Jerry Springer, not, I wasn't a fan or watched it, but I'd
Yes.
seen it and I knew the ilk
Yes.
of it. But as I'm watching it, I'm going, OMG, because they were punching each other. Because he decided to get in the KKK and a few other people
Yes.
there. And Geraldo did the same thing at the time.
Yes.
And it was just a bunch of, let's unleash the worst part of humanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they were, I mean, they were encouraging that physical violence,
Uh-huh.
right? That,
Yeah.
yes, they, someone would step in,
Mhm.
but it was kind of a half-hearted, right?
Right.
It's, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to hold her back. Oh, look, she slipped out of my hands, and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Mhm.
there you go. And yeah, propaganda machine
Yeah.
is what we all have to be very, very leery of. I know that
Uh-huh.
I kind of um, I'm a lot less willing to believe the things that I hear, and it's like, okay, where'd you hear that? Where'd you get that? What's your
Yeah.
source?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if it comes from someone that yeah, that I don't know. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
what's your source? What's your
Yeah.
source?
Yep.
And yeah, if it starts with Fox News, it's a lie.
Or, you
Oh,
even get people who say, I got it in an email or I saw it on the internet. Like that's a
yeah,
really
yeah,
good
yeah,
source.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Facebook.
hard for me because I teach research writing and
Yes.
even telling them not to use AI or Wikipedia and, where's your source? No one is trained to do that. And by the time I get them in college, it's like, okay, you got to forget everything that you were told and you got to start and go to these academic databases where people do research and they're not perfect, but it isn't the National Enquirer,
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I
Yeah.
remember the footnotes at the bottom of papers, and
Mhm.
your
Yeah.
last page was your sources,
Mhm.
and they
And they
better be
better be
real.
good. They better be
They
good
better be
ones.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, no such thing as yeah, using um using quotes without giving proper
Attribution. That's
accreditation,
right. That's right.
and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've had people do that. They haven't had a reference page. And I'm like, okay, technically what you've done is plagiarize this entire paper. Oh, what I didn't do that. Yes, you did.
Kind of did.
Technically you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. And Wino Piro was saying that Americans in other states shouldn't have to pay for California's fire policies. I agree. And
So then
California shouldn't have
we
to,
shouldn't
yeah,
pay for Florida's water line
yes.
and
Yeah.
we shouldn't pay for the cyclones that happen in Oklahoma and yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Why pay for, uh, school dinners for, for kids in Kentucky,
Yeah,
or,
right, right,
right?
right.
That makes
Absolutely.
sense. What's good
Absolutely.
for the goose is good for the gander sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I know.
absolutely.
If you know what, if we couldn't find a way to laugh about this,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
it could
Yes,
get
Patrick.
it could get serious. But
Mhm,
this,
mhm.
I
Yeah.
still I still feel hopeful. I still think that things are going to turn around. This is going to be a hard lesson. Um, and a lot of the ones that are going to, unfortunately, the ones that are going to suffer the most are going to be those who support him. You know?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's ridiculous when he was with the judge. I didn't watch it, but he was with the judge and he handed down a sentence and he didn't make him go to jail. He didn't make him pay anything. He didn't make him do this. He didn't make him do that. And he still sat there like a 2-year-old. It isn't fair. It isn't fair. Wow, wow, wow. And if we did that,
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we would have already finished serving the 3rd year of our 50-year sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Mary,
Absolutely.
that's interesting. Mary Starshine taught students in the 80s and 90s. Good for you at the college level. And, you know, it's gotten no better, Mary.
Yeah.
Unless you're a parent who mirrors reading and, you know, learning, the kids aren't. They just,
No.
Yeah.
No, because they're, when you think about it, we are our children's first role models.
Yes,
What
absolutely.
they see us do, they will repeat. So if they see us reading, they'll want to read.
Sherry, you're right. We are an episode of the Twilight Zone. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know George Santos was back asking to have his crimes erased. Oh,
Yeah, for heaven's sake.
He's never going to go away. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Wow.
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. I am hopeful too, Jeannie Swick. I mean, we have to be as hopeful as possible. Yeah. Without having our heads in the sand either. Yeah.
Well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's that critical thinking, but also having faith that everything is going to work out for everyone's most benevolent outcome.
Outcome.
Yeah. And however that looks for someone else isn't my business.
That's true.
Right. So I'm there to support you in however you want to get through this. But some people need to realize that really there is no particular savior that is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to save yourself.
You have to save yourself. You're right. And or we all need to band together. Like, you know, we used to play that game where what was it? Where someone would run toward you and try to bust through. Remember that? Yeah.
Dodgeball.
Wasn't with the ball. This one was like they were running at you and trying to go to the weakest link, see if they could get through you. But you know, it could be dodgeball too. I mean, there's lots of different ways of looking at it.
Yeah, I remember. I just don't. Don't remember. Oh, Red Rover. Yes.
Thank you. Yes. Send so and so right over. Thanks, Suzanne. And Garden Genie. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. And those. We did. Yeah, we locked arms, and that's what we'll do.
I never wanted him to come to me because I wasn't the strongest person. You know, these other people could do pull-ups like this. Not me. I couldn't even get one. I couldn't even do one.
Coming at me. Oh, I might break a nail. No. Over here. Yeah.
Go to the next one. Yeah.
Anyone know who Carrie Underwood is? Of course.
I call her Carrie Underwear. She's going to sing at the inauguration.
Is she now?
Yep. I'm surprised Kid Rock isn't, because, you know.
Well, you know, I used to like Carrie Underwood. Yeah. Country singer. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, Jean. I always wondered about that, too. Sure. Yeah. Yes, Jana, that's right. It was announced today that Carrie was going to sing at his thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Yep.
And who's the one married to Garth Brooks? That's Trisha Yearwood.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep. That's Trisha. You would. Yeah. Oh, she's a Timu Taylor Swift into Planet Janice. That's a good one. That's an awesome one. Yeah.
Yes,
Carrie got converted
absolutely.
by. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness gracious.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
excuse me. So we are
Oh yeah, we're right at
at
the
an
top
hour
of the
and
hour.
yeah, there we go.
Wow.
And
We didn't know what we were going to talk about.
no, and yet we
I'm
filled
glad
an
it worked
hour.
out.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you
Yeah.
for spending part of your evening with us. We will
Mhm.
see you on Wednesday for Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, and check out our community tabs. We'll let you know what we're doing for the other
Yeah.
days of the week and so on. But in
Mhm.
the meantime, thank you. Thank you. And
Yes.
Aley, a
Well,
pleasure as
always a
always.
pleasure, Marina. And
Always
all
a pleasure.
our wonderful subscribers and members, and we
Yes,
thank you all. And new people, we welcome. So thank you so much.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.